Alright, so we've gotten to the point where we'll actually start our file. First things first, every HTML document needs a certain set of elements before being recognized by the browser. The first element is the doc type element, and what this does is it tells the browser exactly what type of file it is reading. So let's go ahead and type exclamation or less than sign exclamation doc type in capitals, and then let's put HTML because our file is going to be an HTML file. Think of this as something to designate what the browser is about to read. So think about if you were to turn in an assignment for a teacher, the doc type would tell the teacher whether the assignment was homework, classwork, a late project, or whatever else you can think of. And this is always at the very top of the document. Remember how I said all the tags must be closed? Well, this one is also closed, except it is an exception. Rather than closing it using its name, we only use /HTML. Just know that this closes the doctype HTML tag, and everything in the website will be in between these tags. Go ahead and save this file as index.html. I'm going to save it on the desktop because that's the easiest place for me to find it. And now that we've saved it, you see the syntax highlighting has come up, and every time you highlight something, it'll highlight every instance of that highlighted text, and usually all tags are now highlighted in pink, and actual content is going to be white, even though this is different. Anyway, we save it as index.html because the browser will always look for that page first in that folder. So if you were to type in just google.com, it's going to be looking for google.com/index.html as the #1 thing. And this won't change unless you specify it in another file, which we won't get to in the series because it's too complicated. But anyway, the next thing a document needs is a heading, or a head tag, head element, better yet. So this goes in between doc type. So what I like to do is I like to tab any element inside of another element, so I know that that element is under the first element. And this makes readability makes it much better even. It's a lot easier to read, it's a lot easier to maintain your code, and that's basically what you program for. You program so that other people can read your code and edit it very easily, because nobody's ever going to see this, only you're going to see this. So anyway, in the head tag, I like to open the tag and then close the tag so that I don't forget to close it, which will cause major problems on the website. Remember that every time you have an error or something, just make sure all the tags are closed first, because that's usually what the culprit is. Anyway, in the heading, in the head of this document, you'd put the title just like you would on your homework or classwork. You'd put the title of the page, and so the title is going to be My First Website. Yeah, there you go. The title of the page is what appears in the browser tab. So for instance, if we were to go to google.com, oops, as you can see, their title is google.com, or it's just Google up here. Let's go to Yahoo and show you them. Yahoo's would be just Yahoo, and Hotmails would probably be just Hotmails. But anyway, you get the point. It's what's in the top left corner in your browser, and it's what's in the tab itself. The next up is the body. So we're gonna go ahead and type in body/body, and it's imagine what you put in the body of your work. This is the actual content of your essay. So this is gonna be in all this white space right here. From the address bar down is the actual website, and that's what goes into the body. So in this body, we're gonna put in the paragraph, P for paragraph, start a new paragraph, type in hello world, and then close that paragraph. So this is one paragraph saying hello world. Notice the new P tag. P stands for paragraph, as I mentioned earlier, so you're telling the browser, hey, make a new paragraph with the word hello world in it, or with the sentence hello world in it. Go ahead and save this and open up your first website. It should look something like this with the title My First Website. Thanks for watching, and keep tuned in, I guess. Yeah.